Shalom u'bracha, peace and blessings. This week's Torah reading is titled Vayera. It draws its name from the second verse of the Torah reading. The Torah reading starts out by saying, "Vayedaber Elohim el Moshe," and God said to Moses, "Vayomer Elov," and He said to him, "Ani Adonai, I am God." It uses the name of God here that it's not spoken, Yud He Vav He. It then says, "Va'era el Avraham," I am the one who appeared to Abraham, El Yitzchak to Isaac, El Yaakov to Jacob, Be'el Shaddai as an almighty God, Ushmi Adonai, again it uses the name Yud He Vav He, which is the non-pronounced name of God, Lo Nadati Lohem, I did not become known to them. This is the beginning of a parsha that starts the Yetziat Mitzrayim, the Exodus from Egypt. God tells Moshe that he is going to take the children of Israel out of Egypt and uses the Arba Lashonos HaGeula, the four languages of redemption. God says he will take them out, he will deliver them, he will redeem them, and he will acquire them. And each of these Lashonos HaGeula, each of these languages of redemption, corresponds to a particular cup at the Pesach Seder when we recount the redemption. Moshe and Aaron approach Paro and demand that Paro let the people go. The words "Shalach et ami," let my people go. Paro refuses, and there's a series of miracles. First, Aaron turns his staff into a snake. The Egyptian sorcerers respond in kind, and then Aaron's snake swallows up the other snakes. The Torah reading recounts the first seven plagues of the 10 plagues: blood, lice, wild animals, the death of the domestic animals, boils, and hail. With each incident, Paro says, "I will let the children go," and then changes his mind. "I'll let the children of Israel go," and then changes his mind. We're going to focus today on the mechanism by which the first plagues happened. We read, "Vayomer Adonai el Moshe," and God said to Moshe, "Emor el Aaron, speak to Aaron, Kach matecha, take your stick, unitei yodcha, and spread out your hand, al mei Mitzrayim, on the waters of Egypt, al naharoisam, on their rivers, al yeorehem, on their water deliverance systems, al agmehem, on their ponds, al kol mikvah meimehem, on every water storage area, v'yu dam, and they'll become blood. So Rashi asks, why did Moshe need to ask Aharon to do this? Why couldn't Moshe do this on his own? And Rashi answers, Lefi shehagen hayaor al Moshe, that the waters, the river, protected Moshe, kishenishlach l'toichai, when he was sent off into it as a young child. Lefikach lokal yado, therefore he could not strike with his hands, loy bedam v'lo b'tzvaideya, not with the plague of blood and not with the plague of frogs. The lokal yadei Aaron, and this had to happen by the hands of Aaron. So Rashi is telling us that Moshe needed to have hakaras hatov, needed to have recognition for the good that was extended to him by the river, an inanimate object. Alachas kama v'kama, how many times more so should this be the case when we're talking about human interactions? So often when I talk to families that are in crisis, marital crisis, one variation or another of a lack of hakaras hatov is expressed. My husband doesn't appreciate me, my wife doesn't appreciate me. And the reality is that we, unfortunately, at times, more often than not, take each other for granted. It is therefore important that we articulate to each other on a regular basis that which we are grateful for in our relationships and the people who share our lives. May the spirit of hakaras hatov, may the spirit of recognition of all the wonderful good things that are in our lives permeate our hearts, our minds, and our human interaction. Shabbat Shalom.